The Scottish moor, it steamed inside beneath the swirling mist. An old stone castle, tired and worn, tottered with a list. From in the clouds the moon it peeked, but lighted not the way. Animals, left cold and damp, longed for warmth of day. Within the walls, those mouldy walls, the candle sputtered down, and sitting in the darkest hall, a monster bore a frown. He thought himself a very king, upon a great green throne, and snuffled discontentedly as he munched and crunched a bone. Now as first rays of golden sun began to warm the fort, his ghoulish head turned ponderously to more compelling thoughts. Methinks I ought to catch myself a better tasting snack before I slumber fitfully upon my warty back. And even as he said these words there came a little knock. A tiny girl stood cold outside, dressed in an iron frock. "Hello," she cried, and rapped again. "Be anyone within?" The monster started suddenly and made a frightful din. "Aye, too true," he yelled aloud and sucked his teeth with glee. "You must come in and stay a while. Now I will make you tea." But little did the creature know this lass was not afraid, for she had slain many a beast and was handy with a blade. The mighty castle's oaken door squeaked back into the foyer. The ghoul had gathered all his pots, readying to boil her. And as the lass came through the hole, the fiend he tensed to bite. But even as he pounced on her, the girl began to fight. Her sword flashed twice within the gloom. Each time he yelled with fear, and as she swung, she laughed at him and dared him to come near. "My name," she said, "is Anne McKilt. I hail from Swithin's glade. I'll win for sure. I cannot lose. Give up or taste my blade." By this young lass, the ghoul was scared to shedding oily tears. He stopped his fight and told the truth, revealing all his fears. "Repent, repent, oh yes I do, for I have seen the way. I'll eat no more of people fine, whom once I'd surely slay." She lowered her sword and tossed her head, then murmured casually, "I will not strike you, awful beast, if you're obliged to kiss me." The ghoul replied in quaking shock, "Surely there's a catch. What pretty miss from me would want a horrid smooch to snatch?" "Bend down and I will show you," the young beauty gently said. "Why, verily you jest," groaned he. "You wish to lop my head?" But cautiously his head fell lower, till next to her he bent, and sure enough towards his lips the lovely damsel leant. The ghoulies mind boiled viciously with thoughts of pain and shame, for would the kiss he gave to her upset this wondrous dame? "I should have brushed my teeth," he thought, imagining his breath, "for surely all the years of eats will gag her to the death." Then as their faces touched as one, a marvellous thing took place. The ugly ghoul changed to a prince, with fingers, toes and face. "Why, thanking you eternally," he cried into her ear. But even looking at the lass, her face began to leer. Her nose popped out, her tummy bulged and hair grew on her back. That pretty mouth so full of teeth became a gaping crack. A lengthy tail grew out behind that twisted round and round. 2 ugly feet with 8 fat toes stretched out upon the ground. Her body grew and took a shape the like he had before, and screaming, yelling with the fright, the prince ran through the door. She screeched behind his shrinking back, "I would not come again, for I shall munch and crunch your flesh. We'll see who's princely then." Now it is said that out within those smelly, soggy mires, there is a ghoul who feasts upon the bods of brave young squires. They try to kiss the awful mouth to break the vicious spell, never to return again to safety from that hell.